coming to the beginning of the fight. Is that right? We came to the steps of Georgia this morning to ask and have one question answered. We want to know who killed KJ. I want y'all to say it loud enough so the governor can hear it, because if he don't act, he's just as guilty as the ones who were in the gym on that day. We said, who killed? Who killed? Who killed? KJ! 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 Who killed? KJ! Who killed? KJ! Who killed? KJ! Who killed? KJ! That's what we want to know, and that's why we're asking for a coroner's inquest. And we brought a brother to lead the charge. Benjamin Crump is no stranger to the law. He and his partner has crisscrossed this nation. You won't even believe some of the other cases that they represent. We have here today a 20-year-old who survived a shooting, was shot 5 times. Wow. But he survived. Lord. All across this nation, we're asking the question, what is Black Lives Work? But every now and then you have to not only go to the court of public opinion, you got to go in the court of law. I'm just glad we got some attorneys who know that the law that their grandmama and them didn't pray for them to get through law school, just for them to have a big name on a big law firm, that they've got to seek justice for God's people. And so we welcome to the podium to introduce to you his law partners and those who are waging war on the battlefield of law, Attorney Benjamin Crump. Let's welcome him as he comes.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
I am honored to stand with my co-counsels in the campaign for justice for Kendrick Lamar Johnson. Please welcome from Albany, Georgia, Attorney Chevene King.
All right.
And my law partner, Attorney G.B.R, who's right there in the trenches with me every day.
Okay.
Now, Senator Ford, thank you for letting us come here to the steps of the Georgia Capitol. You see, Attorney King and I represent people of conviction, people of character, just good, simple, hard-working people. Parents a lot like you and I all over America that you all can completely relate to.
Yes.
You see, Jacqueline Johnson is a school bus driver.
All right.
And her husband, Kenneth Johnson, is a truck driver. And these folks didn't interview for this position to be fighting for justice for their son, Kendrick Johnson. They didn't put in an application. They didn't research the job. So you pray for them because they're doing the best they can. Now, I would be remiss if I did not tell you about the conviction of Jackie and Kenneth Johnson. Do you all know that 6 days a week for the last 300 days, you see, today is the 11th month since they got that tragic news. And every week, they have been standing on the corner of the courthouse square in Valdosta with a sign that reads, "Please help us find out who murdered our child." Because they reject the sheriff's conclusion that Kendrick Johnson defied all common sense, defied all logic, defied all rules of science, and climbed into a wrestling mat to get a tennis shoe, got stuck, stopped breathing, and died. They refused to accept that explanation that is Attorney King, and I found out was concluded by the sheriff in a matter of hours. So here we are 11 months later,
Bacon.
not having Ken and Jackie stand by themselves today, thank God. They're not standing on the courthouse square corner in Valdosta. They bought the corner to the Georgia Capitol.
That's right.
They are not by themselves. And let's make sure we understand what this is about. God bless Attorney King, been filing lawsuits and motions over and over again in Lowndes County, trying to get some traction so we can answer the ultimate question of who really killed KJ. And I have to pause just for a second because I look at this young lady, and this is what it's about. Kendrick went to school with a book bag. The next day, they returned him to his mom and daddy in a body bag. Don't we all send our children to school? Don't we think that's the one place that they're going to be safe? And if the school can't protect them, don't we at least believe that they will be able to tell Ken and Jackie what really happened to their baby? That's all they asking for, simple justice. Shouldn't they be able to tell who is responsible for cutting off all 10 of Kendrick Johnson's fingernails to the point where they bled? Shouldn't they be able to tell who is responsible for his missing clothes that contains valuable blood and DNA evidence? Couldn't they tell us? After Attorney King had to sue to have his parents have permission to exhume Kendrick's body from the grave, to have a second autopsy, and they found out, Senator Ford,
take your time,
that his body was stuffed with newspaper and all his vital organs were missing. And as lawyers, we know that those organs could have provided valuable evidence of trauma. Attorney King had to sue the family to get the video surveillance released so we could see what happened in the Lowndes County High School. And brothers and sisters, now, we were born at night, but not last night. And out of the 36 video cameras in that school, and y'all saw it on CNN and MSNBC, y'all saw what happened. Out of 36 video cameras, everything is clear and vivid and detailed except the one camera pointed to the corner where Kendrick Johnson's body was found rolled up in the rest of the mat. And as Attorney King says, my Lord, when does a coincidence quit being a coincidence? So brothers and sisters, I tell you that we have an obligation not just to Jackie and Ken, not just to Kendrick Johnson, but we have an obligation anytime one of our children, an American child, is dead on the ground, found rolled up in a wrestling mat, dead walking home from 7-Eleven, dead walking to knock on the door in Detroit, Michigan to get help. We have an obligation to answer the bell for our children. Aren't our children's lives just as valuable as anybody else's? Aren't our children's hopes, aren't our children's dreams just as valuable as anybody else's children?
Yes! Yes, they are!
And so my question to you, brothers and sisters, is are we going to answer the bell for our children?
Yes, we are!
Are we going to answer the bell for the Kendrick Johnsons of the world? Are we going to answer the bell for the Trayvon Martins of the world? Are we going to answer the bell for the Jordan Davises of the world? And brothers and sisters, I know if this brother, this young brother here, Leon Ford, was shot 5 times by the Pittsburgh police and left paralyzed, could drive with his mama all the way from the state of Pennsylvania to stand on the corner with Ken and Jackie that Georgia ain't gonna let him down. I know y'all ain't gonna let him down. Jackie and Ken ain't gonna stand by themselves no more. You know, it's so lonely. It's so lonely. And I tell you, brothers and sisters, I want to paint the picture for you. I mean, you see them with their signs on that corner, day in and day out, sometimes just by themselves, mother and father, just standing there. And every day, the sign is the same. Please help us find out who murdered our child. Brothers and sisters, it's not just in Georgia, it's all over America. You know, we talk about this protest for this inquest. And the reason why we got to have this inquest is because we cannot wait on the federal government to do what the state government in Bowed Office is supposed to do. Brothers and sisters, I tell you, we need this governor to order a coroner's inquest so we can change the manner and cause of death from accidental to homicide, so we can really get a full and fair investigation going. 11 months is too late. Can you imagine if we have to wait 22 more months?
Yes.
The only people I submit to you who remember Kendrick Johnson's name if we wait is going to be his mom and dad.
Wow.
And we cannot have that.
No, sir. No, sir.
As I get ready to have this mother and this father speak to you as only they can, I want you to really think about this, not just Bowed Office. This is an American issue.
Oh, yes, it is.